Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I told you guys I was knocking out these reviews and I am not freaking playing with y'all. Once I start a show, I'm consistent with the show. And because I'm so far behind, I'm doing my damnedest to get these episodes out to you guys every single day until we are caught up. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that watched that review. That was the first 90-day Fiance review I've ever done that got more than 50 views, I swear to God, on this channel. So thank you very much. And we're gonna get right into episode number 2. The name of this episode is Say Anything, and let's get started. So Gino has a family dinner with his uncle Marco, cousin Christina, and cousin Dana before heading off to Panama to meet Jasmine. They talked about their upcoming reunion, and Gino hoped that they would work on their issues during the trip. So Uncle Marco complimented Gino's new look, but of course they couldn't resist poking at his old Jesus sandals. Gino shared that things were going well overall when asked about how things were between him and Jasmine. He says that they are good overall. They've had some arguments, but mostly due to the long distance and due to, that visa issue. So his uncle noticed that Jasmine got a new apartment, and Gino confirmed that he pays for everything. So, Marco brings up the fact that, Gino, did you bring back up the prenup with Jasmine? Gino revealed that he hadn't brought it up with Jasmine, fearing that it might lead to a blow up, which it will. I'm just saying. Gino says that he's considering it because he needs to protect himself, and his family reminded him that his opinion counts just as much as hers and that he needs to really assert himself, okay? In the meanwhile, Jasmine meets up with her friends Juana and Yura to celebrate Gino's imminent arrival. She opens up about her feeling stressed and bitter, possibly due to her and Gino's lack of physical intimacy. Jasmine's friends present her with a very interesting gift. This gift was a plug that does not go on the wall, and you can figure it out because I can't say anything more. Okay, we are on YouTube. Okay, and it was to help spice things up in the bedroom. Jasmine actually asked she asked them to get that for her. Jasmine shared her concerns about not getting along with Gino's family, that she believes that they think that she's an opportunist who just wants a green card. She is especially irritated after receiving an annoying comment from Dana, Gino's cousin, on social media. Jasmine has also expressed worries about her future in the United States, how she needs financial security, especially if she's going to be leaving everything she knows and loves behind. And she says to her friends that she's going to suggest to Gino that he put down a will so that she has some kind of security, because she's not going to sit back and watch his family inherit everything. God forbid he dies. Gino finally arrives in Panama and reunites with Jasmine. They seem oh so happy. So Riley is all set to fly to Vietnam and meet his online love, Violet. But before he leaves, he pays a special visit to his dad, Carlson, I don't know how to say his name, so sorry, who recently recovered from COVID. Riley's dad says that Riley visits him every Friday, and every Friday he has to make him curry goat because, Riley loves his curry goat. And his dad is from Trinidad, okay? Dad has some concerns about him flying to Vietnam for Violet. And he asks Riley, why do you have to go all the way overseas in order to find love? Why couldn't you find anybody in the US? Riley explains that he has, and he's being cautious, and he pretty much believes in this thing, all right? Things take an unexpected turn, though, when Dad revealed that Violet sent Dad over 150 text messages basically bad-mouthing Riley. And Riley was freaking pissed about this. And by the way, he did not know about any of these text messages. He said that Violet sent those text messages when they were arguing, when they were having that rough time or whatever. And regardless, still inappropriate. I don't care. It's still inappropriate. What she did was inappropriate. I'm canceling my trip to Vietnam. What the hell are you talking about? Riley is like really pissed off. He reads a particular message to us where Violet says to the dad that Riley doesn't love me. He doesn't even love himself. But Riley suspects that Violet may be trying to manipulate him through his dad, and he's very angry about it. And Dad admits that he didn't tell Riley about the text because he knew that it would upset him. Dad says that Violet's behavior is a red flag, and Riley may just be wasting his time with her. Now, Riley is unsure about his upcoming trip to Vietnam because of these text messages. He still wants to go, but he wants to protect his heart. So he's decided that he's going to hire a private investigator. So now Riley is here on a video chat with this private investigator, and he explains the situation and says that he needs to cover himself and he needs to uncover Violet's truth. So Riley's hoping that the private eye will get down to the bottom of the divorce, make sure she's really divorced, and that dating app situation that Violet hasn't been fully honest about. Riley wants to protect himself from potential deception. Well, the private investigator warns Riley that in his experience, about 80% of the women have been lying in similar investigations. Wow. I'm not saying you're lying, but wow. Hearing this makes Riley even more anxious about the truth. But after all this yap, Riley reveals he's not even sure if he's going to move forward with the private investigator. Who wrote this in the script? Seriously, who? You just made me waste my time recapping that for nothing. Tyrae, why are you still here on episode number 2? I don't understand. Why are you still here, buddy? Why are you still here? Last week, the producers uncovered the truth about Carmela. She's actually a man. And in this particular episode number 2, we find out that this man's name is Christian, supposedly. So the producers have a recording of Christian talking to one of them, and they offer to play it for Tyrae. But Tyrae says that he's not ready to hear it. And in his head, he's still feeling like, this was a real person and this is just some big misunderstanding. Tyrae says that he feels embarrassed and betrayed. He admits that he was in love with this person and that the chats were deep, making him feel connected to the person. He's shocked and disappointed in himself for falling for a catfish. He thought he knew what to look for in a fake profile, being a fan of the Catfish show and all. But the emotional connection made him let his guard down, and Tyrae ended up giving this person who he doesn't even know money. After he said no, she came back about a year later asking for money, and then Tyrae started sending her money. So Tyrae was sending $50 to $100 monthly. So Tyrae says that his emotions are all over the place and he really is struggling to accept the reality. But Tyrae, I am here to tell you, please stop pulling our legs. Please stop going along with this script. What's the word when y'all put a fake person in there, guys? I'm sorry, I forgot. But then I'm always forgetting words. But you know what the hell I'm saying. But we know that you are not a real couple. So can we move on with our lives? Can you either drop him out, because you have more than enough people in this damn show right now, okay, that I have to review. There's so many freaking couples in this damn thing. Just drop Tyrae. He's just extra that I gotta talk about for no reason. Despite the evidence against Carmela, Tyrae still feels a glimmer of hope that she might explain it all as a misunderstanding. Maybe someone got her phone. Yeah, maybe someone hacked her damn phone and got on the phone sounding like a man and told the producers that his name was Christian. Maybe, Tyrae, please wake up. Please wake the hell up. God, Tyrae's not ready to walk away just yet. So Tyrae decides to confide in his brother Ronald and his sister LaShanti. First of all, they didn't know that he had an international relationship going on with Carmela, so he lets them know that. He reveals that they were dating for 3 years before he decided to visit Barbados. He reveals that he got stood up by this Carmela person. He also reveals that Carmela is actually a man. So the brother and sister are very shocked about everything. God, you just hit them with the whammies over and over again. Golly. The siblings are shocked, and Ronald questions why Tyrae didn't push the issue when Carmela didn't show up. And LaShanti remarks that pretending to be someone else for that long is quite the task, okay? And I am like, seriously, how long can you be someone else? During the conversation with the siblings, how convenient, right? A producer brings out the cell phone with the recording of Christian talking. Even then, Tyrae finds it hard to believe. He gets up and leaves during the playback, and his sister LaShanti goes to follow after him. And that's how his scene ended. Okay, so now we're here with Amanda, and after a long journey, Amanda finally arrives in Paris, and she's super excited. She received a loving text from Razvan on the way, and she feels like this is a dream come true. So Amanda believes that God has given her a chance to find true love and happiness again after the loss of her husband. Her heart is full of hope, not just for herself, but for her kids too. All right, so now we're here in Romania with Razvan. He's a talented actor, he says of himself, singer and social media influencer. He admits that making a living as an actor in Romania is tough. So he earns money through live streams on TikTok where fans can tip him via gifts. Razvan says that he has 124,000 followers on social media, with 70% being women. He met Amanda through this platform and they've been dating for 4 months. Razvan said that he fell in love with her almost instantly, finding something special in her that drew him right on to her. However, their long-term relationship has been very challenging. So is it Diana? That's how he said her name, Diana. I hope I got that right. So Razvan shares his ambitions and dreams with his close friend Diana. He opens up about his past marriage and how it ended in divorce due to the fact that there was jealousy with his career. So Diana wonders if Amanda understands him and worries about their relationship's intensity so soon. The big day arrives and Amanda finally reaches Romania. Razvan is thrilled to see her and is committed to making their relationship work. Amanda, being a widow and a mother, is understandably cautious and she hopes to take things slowly. Despite her mixed emotions, she's ready to give it a shot. So Razvan shows Amanda around Romania and they video chat with the kids. They all seem happy, but Amanda feels emotional and wants to ensure that the children are secure with her being away. She wants Razvan to understand that things are going to go slow because she needs to take it very, very slow. And she hopes that he can be patient with her. This doesn't look very slow, but okay. Later that night, Amanda and Razvan share their first night together. However, Amanda decides to take it slow. She doesn't want to rush into a physical relationship due to lingering feelings of guilt from her past. So now we're here with David and he's off on an exhilarating adventure to the Philippines to meet his girlfriend, Sheila. His friend Carlos is here to support him and make sure he gets to the airport safely. And David is a bundle of nerves, but he's also excited. Carlos asks what he'll do if things don't go well in the Philippines. And David says he'll just take his losses. And Carlos lets him know, look, you know, if things don't work out, I'll come get you. Okay. That's a real friend. I'll come get you. Yeah, but David pretty much is open to whatever the outcome will be. So David says that traveling as a deaf person has its challenges and he relies on others to notify him of any changes or important information since he can't hear. He's also anxious about the language barrier in the Philippines where they don't know American Sign Language or English well. Nevertheless, David is determined to make it work with Sheila, whom he's been dating for 2 years online. And now we're going to meet Sheila. Here we have Sheila. She's 31 years old and she has a 12-year-old named Jonarel. I think that's how you say his name. Sheila has faced many hardships, including raising her son as a single mother in a small and damaged home that she shares with her parents. She is hard of hearing and hearing aids are helping her now, but eventually she will end up losing her hearing completely. Right now she uses hearing aids. Sheila met David online and fell in love with his heart despite the language barrier. They've been video chatting, but communication can still be a struggle. Her friends are supportive. Finally, the day arrives when David and Sheila are set to meet in person. David imagines this romantic movie scene, running and leaping into each other's arms. Meanwhile, Sheila is excited and feels safe with David, unlike her previous relationships. Sheila is in a scene here with her girlfriends. She admits that she's a jealous person and she's going to be checking phones, okay? And she doesn't have a problem sharing what's on her phone because she wants David to know. She hasn't been talking to anybody else either, but she's developed jealousy issues because she was cheated on in the past, just like David, so they have something in common. Sheila is concerned about their ability to communicate effectively in person given the language barrier. I am finished filming this review and I really hope you enjoyed my recap. See, I'm going in the order of the days of the week. That was not on purpose. It just happened that way, okay? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.